I had a different confidence about myself. And that allowed me to do a whole lot of things. I legally changed my name to Countrified. So I'm not ashamed of being country. I embraced it. I wasn't the smartest kid. I wasn't the best kid. I ran with the wrong crowd as well. But what I did know is I wanted to be somebody. I know I could play around with you guys. We can go out here and hang out, but I'm not going to do anything to be locked up because I want to be on TV. I've always kept it in the back of my mind. So I want you guys to start observing life rather than just living. So what happened to me is a recruiter came up to me when I was in the lunchroom, my 12th grade year. And he came to me and he wanted to talk to me about the Marine Corps. I didn't want to talk to him. I'm not trying to go to the Marines, they crazy. Gee, that was my thought, right? But as I spoke with him, he told me he could send me to Hollywood. He could send me to Los Angeles, California. So I was like, I'll take that deal. But what I wasn't realizing was that what I had put out, the energy that I put out, is now coming back to me. That's why the recruiter came to me and recruited me. That's how I got to California. At first, I didn't know what was going on. Am I making the right decision? Should I go to the Marines? And now that I've seen all this, everything happened the way I wanted it to. My life has been pretty much perfect. But that's because I've been projecting what I wanted in life out into the universe so much that that's what allowed me to come back to me. Now I'm going to speak to y'all about a few different things that I want y'all to realize. Now everybody's not going to go out and try to be an actor. Everybody's not trying to go to Hollywood and do what I do. I understand that. They just feel like I'm a great role model to speak to you guys, but that is not easy to do. It's not easy to leave here by yourself and go all the way to Hollywood and get on TV. So I want you guys to start observing life rather than just living. That's the difference. Living life, you don't really know what's going on. When you observe life, you know everything that's going on in your life and in other people's life. In order to get here, live life now like you will be here later. You can't start doing things and expect to be here later. Like some of the girls, if you know you want to be Miss America, you can't be out taking crazy pictures because we understand that that can come after lunch. Also, I want to talk to you about, I know y'all in the 9th grade, some of y'all may have babies now, but if you don't, please be wary of that. Because I've done a lot of things in my life because I don't have children. If you have any kids, that's fine. It's not detrimental. It's not like if you have a baby that you can't be what you want to be in life. That's not what this is about. My sister had kids when she was in the 10th grade and she had to drop out. But she's about to get her bachelor's now by the end of the year. So she went back 10 years later and got her bachelor's. So if you do have kids, it's not detrimental to your success. It can happen. But I'm 37 now and I don't have any kids. And it's been a positive thing for me because I don't have any responsibilities that people that have kids would. And I was able to do a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do if I had a kid. I was always very conscious about safe sex because I didn't want to be ruined before I got here. Not saying that it would ruin you, but it will make your chances harder. You got to be mindful of what you're doing. Don't just live in the moment. Look at the whole lifespan of what you're doing. Because if you live in the moment and just live life and not observe life, you can make some mistakes that can affect you down the road. Okay? So always be mindful of what you want to do. I'm here to try to motivate some of you guys because sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we can be like broken people and don't even know it. And sometimes we need somebody to give you that boost of encouragement to let you know that. Sometimes I didn't have anybody to come back to the school that was famous or on TV to do that. But I did have one person, and that was him, Coach Denton. Now, that's my coach. And the reason why I'm here now for you guys is because of him. He was the person that motivated me to do what I'm doing. Now, one day we was in the back of the car, back of the bus, and he looked at me, he said, "Corny, I need you to be somebody." don't care what it is, to be somebody. And like I said, I don't even know if he remembered or whatever. But it was big to me. And that's the reason why I really, really want to come back to talk to y'all. Because what he did for me stuck. Because I liked him as a coach and I respect him. And I felt he was sincere about what he was saying. So, no matter what, I was going to show that man that I was going to be somebody. Now, you don't have to go and be as big as or do all I did, but you need to do something. Because I know that maybe me coming here and showing y'all that it's real and showing y'all that y'all life shouldn't just be thrown away or just don't think people don't care about you. And even if, I just want you guys to know that I care and I want you guys to be somebody. And I'm hoping that I'm able to motivate y'all at least half as much as this man did for me. And you don't know who you may motivate. You next up. So I hope you have some story to share with somebody that's going to be coming up behind you. Y'all got little brothers and sisters that look up to y'all right now. And this life ain't a game, man. It goes this quick. It's quick. And I just appreciate him coming. I even wrote about him in my book. Because sometimes you need to have somebody that you know that you are somebody. Because I was broken like I think some of y'all are. So that's the reason why I wanted to pick y'all spirit up and let y'all know that y'all can do whatever y'all want. Even for Lord's County.
Cornelius, can I tell them about us? I want to tell y'all something about us.
Yeah.
I'm answering a text from Laura.
Oh.
She's asking me where I'm at. I'm saying I'm at LDHS when they don't make fun of my phone. What I don't, this is not my show, this is his show. And I'm not going to dominate it. I just want you to know this. You're looking at two different cultures. Where I came from and where Cornelius came from, I have no clue. I'm just telling you, I've learned through my years of teaching and coaching that it makes no difference. By the time I got to him, I'd learned a lot. My senior year of high school was the first year schools were integrated. My 9th, 10th, and 11th grade years, schools were separate. The blacks went to Sanders, the whites went to Lawrence High School, and Great Court High School, and Deacon Tavern High School, and Ford High School. You understand? And where I was in was Newberry. It was Newberry High School. My senior year, the government made us come together. Some schools had a lot of problems. Newberry did not. We just got on. Mainly because of a coach from the black high school. It was just the opposite of, remember the Titans? Their head coach had to be the assistant coach under the white coach at our school. But he made us all do that. Now, that's where it started for me about culture. It doesn't matter where you're from. And I don't want you to look at me, a white guy, and say, well, he has preconceived notions. Some do. But you got to take every individual for what they are. I have to take y'all for what you are. Some of you have preconceived notions. Some of you could care less what I am. When I met him, I didn't care. You know what he was to me? A football player, a defensive back. I coached him. I wanted to make him know what to do on the field, where to go. I wanted him to stick his nose in there when he had to and be pretty tough. But I got to tell you now, he was way different from me. He was real mouthy in my eyes. And he talked that rap. It wasn't me. Was it?
Right.
I mean, but you know, so be it. I had no clue about his dream now. All I know, hey, all I'm saying is, we're two different guys. Sometimes I had to make him repeat something. I didn't understand what he said. But that didn't bother me, and I'm sure he didn't understand everything I said. But we had one thing that we did understand, that we wanted to win a football game and be a part of the team. I'll never forget, I'll tell you how mouthy he was. After one particular football game, he almost started a darn fight. This is after the game that we won.
We did fight.
I think we did. And the head coach, Coach Ivy, tackled him, had him on the ground, and said, "Son, you don't know what you just started, and I the key."
Yeah.
That's how bad. I mean, he could be bad. Ask Coach Compton.
Yeah.
But we did. We sat together on the bus on the way to game. I remember the conversation. I did say it more than once. Look, you're smart. You can make something of yourself. You got to kind of pull yourself in a little bit. You got to learn to cope with everybody out there. And I don't know if he's going to make it, but look at him. I mean, I'm so proud of him. I could just fuss. When I tell people now about him, back then I would have never claimed him. Now he's my stepson. You understand? He's my stepson. But everybody I've ever coached, I've tried to encourage to be the best they can. Every girl I see, I encourage. Is my zipper down? What is the problem? But I want you to know you're in this school with a lot of different kinds of people, and it doesn't matter who they are. White, black, male, female, Hispanic, Asian. That doesn't matter. It's what's inside. It's what's in your heart. We cried together when he said what he said. I had no idea. I didn't have any idea I had it. That stuck with him. I wanted it to. And I thank God that it did for me. I'm so proud of him. And I was proud of you back then, even though I could have killed you. So,
Yeah, so
there you go.
that's my man right there. That's who he is. Thank you guys so much. All right, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.